Something you wish to report? Go on. You have my undivided attention. What could the children be up to? Never mind. Let them do as they please.
Hello, hello. Hello, hello. Hello, hello.
Solidify! This is order!
Ring cutter, know my soul! Time to act. Body and mind. Time to act. Body and mind. Body and mind.
Lay bare.
Solidify!
Teamwork is dreamwork!
Order guide you.
Ad Astra. Thank you for completing. Ad Astra.
Oh.
We'll meet again. Let's end this now. We'll meet again.
Fuck.
Let's end this now. Let's end this now. Let's end this now. Let's end this now.
Perfect.
The only ones for the job.
The Adventurers Guild doesn't employ that kind of classification system. All it asks us to do is to find a missing person.
Huh?
I came across this commission. It seems simple, with the reputation of the
Well, that's us for sure.
If it proves to be beyond your...
Okay, so who...
This commission was jointly issued, but the problem is...
they're all from the same village, but they don't even know his name?
Unlikely. Besides, putting up in any case...
Alright then, let's go! I'm on starting... We made it to Vamara Village! Why don't we talk to some of the villagers to learn a little bit more about...
Hello there. You look...
Oh, no, we're...
Ah, so you hear about that. To be honest, we aren't holding out much hope. We pretty much had it.
So, this person we're looking for, what's his...
I don't know. I really...
Okay.
I'm sorry. I know it may seem like we just don't know the... At least that's whatever...
Alright.
Young guy. I chat with...
Now that you've started talking...
But of course, there aren't many young...
Could he have just...
No.
Huh. If this commission is really as challenging as Catherine made it out to be, we're gonna need to carry out a very detailed investigation.
Is that guests I hear?
Hi, Grandpa.
So
Could you tell us a bit...
of course, with my failing eyesight, I'm afraid I can't offer much about... I don't think he would often take... And whenever someone has the village...
Wow. He seems like such a nice and... But, it's okay. Well, Traveler, what do you think? I don't think so, and nobody has been able to tell us... Wait. Okay, but...
You two are the adventurers who just arrived, right?
Yep, sure are.
I'm so glad to hear that. My name is Atosa, by the way.
Yeah, no need to worry. Is this the place?
Yep. We used to... I was surrounded...
Hello?
Everyone has their own problems to deal with. Really? Wow, that sounds really nice. You're quite lucky. When it comes to our missing, no matter what came my way, he was so... Ever since he disappeared. No, none of those things.
Wow. Did he ever tell you anything?
Oh, right. I did ask you. I didn't know whether that meant that...
Still...
Look at me. The last time I talked... Come to think of it, that time always passed by really slowly.
Well, time always seems to pass slower when you're relaxed, right? What's wrong? Hey, look at those hoods. The abyss. Uh-oh, we've been spun.
Stabilize!
Rain outlines your fate. Let's light it up! Let me lead you abreast. Lay to bear. This is where we come.
Thank you so much. I wasn't expecting...
It was no trouble.
Now they seem agitated.
Well, we should head back and check out the situation of the Wait a second. The person... It's Dainsworth!
Ah, it's you two.
Oh, a friend of yours? Well, I'll leave you all...
Yep, see you later, Toast! Why do you always have to pop up out of nowhere like that? Is it your life's mission?
It's hardly personal. Oh,
So
naturally. No matter. The Abyss Order is what...
you think the
As things stand,
Still,
the best way to protect them is by and you shall have, don't worry. Ah, so that's someone who seems to only exist in people's memories. It appears all we have by way of...
right!
Hi bro, what's up?
Let me ask you this. Do you
Welcome
believe
to
in
the
the
stream.
There's still hope. The sinner you wish to know about. His situation. His name. I'm loath to it.
Your brother?
There were 5 of the wise, Roptitude. The visionary, no matter how eroded.
Wait, some of those names sound really familiar. And the one we just learned about, Dane...
They were once people of great esteem, 6 of us, yet. So they became sinners. But also transcendent beings. And when the cataclysm occurred, not one of them stood up in defense of their nation. Not one came forward to prevent the tragedy. And for that, they shall never have my forgiveness.
Shit.
Indeed. If they are not stopped, the day is sure to come when they will also betray, of course.
So
As
tell
I
me
said,
bro, where's your
I never
baby?
intended.
So, Dane, what have you been looking into all this?
I've continued to investigate the questions surrounding the Loom of Fate. By retrieving the eye of the first field tiller, we were able to stop part of their plan from coming to fruition.
Oh, Paimon remembers! Weren't they going to use it to corrupt Osial and make a god?
Indeed. However, it's obvious that was just some sort of technical experiment. The eye was integral to their plan, yet somehow, despite failing to obtain it, they've skipped the experimental phase and found some other way to keep moving forward. There are many signs pointing to that effect.
Then what should we do? It's not too late, is it?
Our most pressing concern is to determine the purpose of the Loom of Fate. Based on the intel I've gathered so far, I suspect the Loom of Fate is related to the ley lines in some way.
The ley lines?
Traveler, you were able to observe your siblings' memories last time, yes? My recent investigation has shown that Abyss Order activity in a particular area is usually followed by a series of issues with the ley lines. friends.
Wait, then our commission here in Vamaraville?
It's certainly possible.
Well, if we're teaming up with Dane again, we're gonna need all the energy we can get. Let's try investigating somewhere a little further away tomorrow.
Let's go.
Well, let's go find Dane! Dane? Hello, Dane? Did something happen?
The missing...
Oh, young god?
There appear memories. No, it wasn't a dream, and I'm certain I've never met this person before. I remember handing him the eye of the Fur.
What? Okay, so this missing person definitely has something to do...
Indeed.
Wait then, but why would he do something...
Whatever the
What sort of trick?
But their goal is... I am the only person who knows. Your concern, however, come with me.
Oh, so you're going...
Of course.
So you hid it way out here? Well, let's go check to see if it's safe.
Traveler, wait. We've no time to lose. Let's head inside.
Adventure time! Everybody stand back!
It appears the mechanisms here have changed over time. You can access the upper floor through the side door. Perhaps you should try reactivating the mechanism over there.
Transfixed!
Make sure all the runes are pointing in the direction indicated by the light. That should unlock the mechanism. The door's open. Let's go. Our destination is just up ahead.
Looks like we can't go any further.
Be on your guard.
It's the Abyss Order! They're here!
Solidify! I will have order!
No, my sword! Witness the power of the Wa! Overruled! Teamwork is dreamwork! Rain outlines your fate.
Quake!
Witness my wrath. Lay bare. Body and mind. Let's light it up!
Just as I suspected. The false memories were, now that they're in the...
Dane? What's your...
Can you...
Wow, you must...
You too. Do as I say. Use that mechanism over there and leave this place. The Abyss Order is putting something in motion. If you return to Vimara Village, I suspect you might finally have the opportunity to locate the missing villager. Just think of it as a way to divide and conquer. I knew going along with your trap would be the only way to meet with you face to face.
You risked your safety and that of the Eye? That's quite the gamble, Dainsleif. But
So you came here all on your own? What about those followers?
when the Twilight Sword is prepared for battle, any army I could send would only be marching to their doom. Better that I face you. I know you must have a lot. If it's a conversation you want, you'll have to defeat me first.
The Abyss Order's on the move. The ley lines are all out of whack. We better hurry. Hey, look at those hill trails over there. Weren't they acting super agitated just a little while ago?
In the new world, at last, such was the...
Did you hear that? It
Bro,
sounded
please
so
make sure you
gentle.
subscribe the channel
That
before
voice
leaving,
was
dude. It's a new
comforting
channel,
the
please
hill
support it.
trails? Oh, this is...
Adventure time!
Looks like the same thing is happening over here.
You see, we've reclaimed these...
Over there. It looks like they're sleeping.
In the end, he whispered, softly. Sleep well when you...
It almost sounds like a poem or... Well, now that let's put the situation to the side for now. Dane said this might be our...
Off we go! Off we go! Adventure time!
Grandpa Medea, is everyone alright? The Abyss...
The Abyss? Thank you for your...
Well, that's good. Oh, also, you didn't happen to come across it... Huh? You know, that's kind of the whole reason we're here.
At least right now, I can't seem to recall whatever it is you're referring to.
But how is that? All right. Thanks for your help, Grandpa Amadea. Something Something's definitely not right. We just talked to Grandpa Amadia about the missing villager. There's no way he could have forgotten all about him just like that. What do you think, Traveler? Could everyone's memories of the missing villager have been erased again? You're right. We should narrow down the possibilities first. Let's go ask someone else then.
Adventure time!
Someone's gone missing. Who?
Just as expected. That guy you said a bunch of nice things about earlier? The one you always used to chat with. He's around 20 years old, and you said he was a kind, warm-hearted person?
Oh, I know who you're talking about.
Really? You remember?
There aren't many young people who've earned that kind of praise from me. If you're certain that's what it said. Then there's only one person who fits the bill. No doubt about it. But yeah, I just saw him leave the village. There was someone else with him, too. They couldn't have gone far.
Strange. Bayram seems to remember him. And apparently he... Do you think maybe it's not that there's something wrong with people's memories, but that we've somehow returned to a time before he went missing?
Just like what happened with Greater Lord, just like if we really did travel back to a time before he disappeared, that could explain why the villagers said he hadn't gone missing.
Okay.
If this person only exists in people's memories, maybe we're in someone's memory right now. If this person only exists... If we really did travel back to a time before... Time travel is extremely difficult to perform.
Right! I totally forgot about the ley line disturbances. We're in some... Just like how you had... That would also explain why we seem to be... Right. If he's someone who only exists in people's memories, then we're finally on the same turf. But didn't Bayron just say that he saw him leave the village with someone? Where should we go look for him? Who knows how long this ley line disturbance is gonna last? We might not have a good idea. That'll help us narrow things down. We pretty much figured out that the missing villager has the ability to... Right! That! Can we try to figure out more of... Like, does it maybe leave a trace that would...
All the memories seem to be set in or near Vinmara village. If time was allowed to pass... No. Based on what we know so far...
No wonder! All this time and the sky hasn't changed a bit! That's the the implanted! If the memory isn't like there could be... That's why he made...
The color of the sky coincides with the moment in time she described.
Oh, right!
Come to think of it, every time we talked, it always seemed to be around dusk. Just like right now. Time always passed by really slowly. Even when it felt like we'd been talking.
Yep, that has to be it! This is definitely a Tosa's memory. Yeah, that's where they'll be!
Adventure time! Off we go! Adventure time!
So, you see, Granny Jahiet was a mercenary when she was younger. She just talks like that out of habit. Oh, there I go again. Always talking about my own things. It's okay if you don't.
Oh, I think you're an incredibly strong and thoughtful young woman. You'll meet many amazing people and live a very happy life. You won't miss someone like me.
Huh? Are those your friends over there?
Oh, right. This version.
Friends? I guess you could say that. I must have taken them so...
Another time, huh?
It's nice to see you, Trevor. I believe this is the first time we've met. The founder of the Abyss Order. No. And that doesn't... Dane's brother. One of the five. No. And that doesn't seem... Born into You're... Kari Bear Alberic. Oh. You know me? Oh, I see. It was the memory. This bud.
Which language is this? Wow, what a view, dude.
I suppose you could call it the realm. It's nothing. I still... Extreme sorrow and pain. Hope and regret coursing through your veins. And a degree of abyssal power defies comprehension. Father told me that once I possessed all those elements, I would become the Luma. Despite his intentions for me, I never truly became the Luma Fate. I was merely used as a means for its construction. In truth, I died the moment I set everything in motion. The person you see before you now is nothing but a remnant of consciousness left over within the Luma Fate. As for your question, the Luma Fate is a device capable of weaving ley lines. In its primitive form, it can only be used to create and implant memories. But as more of it is completed, its power becomes stronger and stronger, until finally, it has the power to weave real ley lines of its own.
Bro, are you interested in the story?
Once fully completed, the moment it gains the power
Please
to weave
comment
ley
down.
lines, it loses the lower level ability to influence memories. But it also becomes a tool that can change the Yes, I have the ability to control the loom in its semi-completed form. I suppose you can think of it as a form of compensation. After all, its existence cost me my life. That. I was wrong to implant those memories. I'm sorry I caused so much trouble. Not only for everyone in the village, but for you as well. I just wanted them to feel like I once existed in this world. As if I had a chance at life. I know what you must be thinking. Why would I do something so meaningless? But I just couldn't. I had to know what it would be like if I had my own life. What kind of Chief Amadia, Aram, Granny Jahia, Atosa. What would it be like if I could live alongside them? I was curious, so I selfishly tried to have my own life. Even if that meant piecing together the version of myself that could have been. I know it sounds stupid. After all, any chance at living was stripped away from me when I was 8 years old.
Bro, make sure you like the video.
Left me in the form you see before you was nothing but an
It would
invention
be
based
very
on my
helpful
father's
for me.
appearance. I know. But there's nothing I can do to make them find me. If I could exist in the real world, I would return without a second thought and surprise them with the... I know. Captain Dainsleif. Exactly. The Loom of Fate has already been completed. No need to worry about Captain Dainsleif. He's absolutely fine. The only reason he lost the eye was because I happened to guess it. Captain Dainsleif has had the eye inside his body this whole time, hasn't he? His plan was to lure the Abyss Order to a false location, capitalizing on their pursuit. He would then hand the eye to you and tell you to take it away from that location. That way, Captain Dainsleif could accomplish his own goal and ensure the safety of the eye all at once. That's right, because in his mind, he had given it to you already. Before you two entered that false location.
Traveler, wait.
We've no time to lose. Let's head inside.
That was when I implanted the memory of him handing you the eye. Given the tense situation at that time, Captain Dainsleif failed to notice anything out of the ordinary, and took that memory to be real. I'm sorry, Traveler, but I needed the Loom of Fate to be completed. And to do that, we had to retrieve the eye. I promise I'm not trying. Tevat's ley line system is deeply entrenched in the planet, creating new lit in the face of everything they could be planning. In any case, I had my... You remember my father, don't you? Clotar Alberic. After he used the power of the Abyss to restore consciousness to my Hilichurl form. To comfort me, my father told me a story. That this was a fairy tale world, where I had to take on the form of a little monster. That story managed to dispel my fears, even if just for a moment. My goal was simple: to use the Loom of Fate in its near-completed form, to implant a specific memory into the minds of the Hilichurls. In that memory, I would tell them a story. I can't change the world,
All that's left of my existence is a wisp of residual consciousness tied to the loom of fate. In truth, that trace of my consciousness should have dissipated long ago. But now, the bedtime story is finished. And it's finally time to rest.
Looks like I was too late to see Kari Bear one last time.
Whoa. Brother, is this the end?
Kari Bear's consciousness is gone, and this space will soon disappear along with it. Neither of us belongs here. That's why we're not tangible. Were that not the case, I'd love to hug you too. Well, how about a conversation?
What is
A
going
chance
on?
to just stop and talk like this is certainly not easy to come by. That battle earlier was tough. The one against Dane, I mean. I didn't expect that after everything, he would still hesitate to raise his sword against me. Were it not for that, perhaps I'd still be no match for the Twilight Sword. Even after 500 years. The loom of fate. I still haven't found a way to utilize it to its full potential. But there's still time before the heavenly principles awaken. Yes, for 500 years now, ever since the cataclysm in Conria, there's been no sign of activity. Not long ago, you witnessed the Hydro Archon destroy her divine throne. Yes, such a flagrant disregard for the rules, and still Celestia took no action. I suppose that's proof enough of the heavenly principles. However, the heavenly principles will awaken. We just don't know when that will be, or what might trigger it. You could say that. Just look at Kari Bear. He was so pure and single-minded. The space we now find ourselves is a perfect representation of who he was. Quiet and peaceful. Even as a hilly churl, seeing the terrible sight within the mirror wasn't enough to taint his spirit. He brought comfort to the people of this world, even though he was denied the very right to be a part of it. So ask yourself this. Who was it that deprived him of that right to exist? Of course, that's only one example. My feelings about the heavenly principles are too complicated to explain in just a few words. Ether?
You're the only one in this world who calls me that. There's so much I wanted to ask you, but for some reason, I'm not interested in asking those questions right now. There's just one thing I have to ask. One thing I could never understand. Why? Why can't we continue our journey together?
At the end of my journey, I arrived at a place known as the Sea of Flowers at the end. Do you remember? A long time ago, when we traveled between worlds together, you told me you wanted to find a place in the universe where that one flower was in full bloom. To have a place like that suddenly appear before me. Well, would you think of that as a coincidence?
You mean...
I miss you too, Ether. But as this war continues to rage, and as I continue to seek that final answer, I don't even know how to face myself sometimes, let alone my own brother.
What's going on?
This space has lost its tether. I doubt it'll be able to exist much longer. In fact, aside from our inability to physically interact with each other, there's something else you should know about
Physically
this
interact?
space.
I thought these guys were
Kari,
sisters and
everything in
brothers.
that space will be wiped from existence, including all memory of our reunion.
You're gonna tell me this now?
Still so sleepy. Paimon's head feels all fuzzy. Oh, Paimon woke up a little earlier than you, so Paimon will fill you in. The villagers said that they saw us sleeping near the village yesterday. They couldn't wake us up no matter how hard they tried. Oh, and Dean came by just... He didn't say anything, though. Just made sure that you were all right and left. Kinda seemed like he had a lot on... Let's think for a second. He was the missing villager that we've been trying to find, right? And after that... Really? What a scoop! Well, what happened after that?
Ah, there you are. Sleep well?
Hey, Ron? You sure seem happy. Did something good happen?
Something good? Huh. Wasn't anything good. It's just that, well, the village organized another search party yesterday. So there we were, searching away, when suddenly this one guy said it all came back to it. According to him, one day around dusk, he was passing by this one tree outside the village, and he saw there he was, sleeping under that tree all by himself. His parents came a little later to wake him up, and they all left together. It looked like quite a happy family, apparently. And after that, well, we all started to feel like that really is what happened. Kind of strange that we forgot all about it for so long. Oh, and we also remembered his name, Curry Bear. Now, that's not a name you hear every day. Would have been helpful if we remembered it sooner. Well, I hope he's happy.
Seems like everyone thinks Curry Bear left the village. Paimon didn't see...
just about to go looking for you. I wanted to thank you. I was part of the search party, so I remember what happened to Kari Bear now. Honestly, I just can't believe I forgot something so important. He always seemed to appear out of nowhere, and now he left just as quickly. If Kari Bear wants me to forget about the time we spent together, then I'm willing to try. I relied on him for a lot of things, but I'm sure with enough time, even the deepest of attachments can fade. Okay, I'll admit, I'm just putting on a brave face. I was dumped, wasn't I? Otherwise, why would he just leave like that without saying goodbye? You don't need to comfort me. I'll be okay. It's just like Kari Bear said. It's the things we overcome that make life more precious. And you know, if he has a heart, maybe he'll come back and see me one day. Anyway, thanks for all your hard work, you two. I promised I'd help Granny Tahiyat with something, so I should head back.
Well, that should be it, right? Everyone's lives can go back to normal now. Oh, right! Weren't you about to tell Paimon what happened after your conversation with Kari Bear?
He met Lumaine.
A picture? Where'd that come from?
Okay, so it's been right and so I'm ending the stream. Bye guys. Take care.